All right, we back at it like a crack addict.
I'm gonna go get the box actually.
All right, should be good. Should be good. I don't know what's taking so long to come out. There we go.
Yeah, this is brand new.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Now the delay is gone.
It should. It's. Oh yeah, that's just a couple of seconds now. Yeah, let me get the new link. Let me get the new link. Swag on
Oh,
my
they didn't
back
even open
like
up
a
the cards in here.
swag on my back like a backpack. Need a paper towels and sauce on my preem rack. All right, that should be it. That should be good right there. Boom, beautiful. All right, all right, we're good.
Nice.
We're good. At least I think we're good.
Let me
Swag on my back like a backpack. Need a paper towel with some sauce on my preem rack. My diamonds look like some Gatorade. It is the same percent water as Powerade. There you go. There you go.
Is it live?
Yeah, I'm live. You want me to send you a link?
I just don't know why it didn't show it on the channel.
Yeah, it takes. I think it takes a minute. I'll send you a link.
That it might. Yeah, it might be that.
YouTube be going. YouTube be going a little. It's a little. Whatever. 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 All right.
That purple looks actually
Let me
pretty
know. It should be good though, cause I just checked it. Let me know. Type type here. Type here. HERE right now.
good. He is.
What?
I think you're in it as well.
There we go. That's good enough. That's good enough. See that last time. It's still a lag. It's gonna be a lag. It's gonna be a lag. There's not gonna be no. That's just because you gotta upload to the servers, and then the servers have to download it, or you have to download it from the servers. That takes time. So there's gonna be a lag. There's always a lag on the stream, but we just didn't want it to be like a whole minute.
30 seconds.
Yeah, we don't want it to be like. So yeah. That's because that's nasty. That's nasty. I'm like two or three because especially you know me like I be switching topics on
Every 5 seconds.
every 5 seconds. So you know I could be 3 4 conversations ahead and you still talking about something I said about 2 minutes ago. So you know it just didn't want to. We just didn't want no nasty minute 30 40 second lag. But if it's like a good like 10 or something, that's all right. That's it. Just it is what it is. You're gonna have to. That's what it. That's just part of the game. Part of the game. What was I talking about? See, see, forgot. Oh yeah, Bitcoin. That's what it was. That's what it was. Bitcoin. But see, I don't know if it was Eric who asked me that, or if that was Kirk. Whoever it is, Kirk or yeah, there it is. See, look at the speed. Look at the speed. Um, yeah, no, yeah. So I have invested in Bitcoin a little bit. Um, I do want to see the thing is y'all need to get on this Bitcoin game because right now like it's not the wild wild west like it used to be. Um, and it does have some very like good backing, some very good support. Excuse me. It's not under like the support of the SEC, which again is a good thing. You want to make your money like outside of the system because the system will always be able to take it away from you if you make your money. Like if they can't make you, then they can't break you. That's a sign. Like so if I make my money off of like let's say I was a big YouTuber, right? Like if I made my money off strictly off of YouTube, that was my main source of income. I'd have to like curtail to whatever YouTube wanted me to do. So like if YouTube was like, hey, we don't want you to say this, we don't want you to do that, you can't cover this, like I'd have to change myself or I wouldn't be able to make money. So like if hey, I'm already in the Zom. I'm way ahead of you, up dog McDizzle. I'm let me unmute McDizzle. I thought you was I'm already in the Zom. Dizzle, I'm already in the Zom. I didn't know you was I didn't know you was in the stream, Dizzle.
I literally just jumped in.
Okay. But yeah, man, I'm already in the zone. I'm already in the zone. But hey yo, Sundial dipped today. I should have took a little bit of profit when I did, but it's gonna come back up though.
I sold it when it hit like 465.
Bro, I was thinking about it, but I was like, let me hang in there just a little bit. And I paid for it a little bit, but I think it's gonna go back up to 3 something. At least I hope. I hope. What's that at right now?
The same thing for AMC, and I got burnt. Never again.
What's it at right now? I see it's at 237. So I'm gonna see what it do tomorrow. I'm gonna put a sell limit on it. No, not Robinhood. We don't do Robinhood around here, Jessica. And I wasn't on Robinhood before the shambazzle that they did last week or the week before last. One of my friends, when I was getting into stocks, like right in the beginning of this, because it started me getting into stocks like was right when the pandemic hit. I was like, you know what, man, I'm trying to make some money, because I told myself, I was like, look, if this is a prime opportunity to make some money, like, because if you can't make money here, forex, no, not forex. I ain't big balling, gosh. No, I'm doing Webull, which I'm gonna try to transition off of. Because one thing I do not like about Webull is sometimes it does take a while. Well, depending on how hot the item is, it takes a little bit for your orders to go through. Hey, if y'all try to get on Webull, don't listen to McDizzle. Put my code in. Put my code in.
I don't even know my code.
No, yeah, it does take a while because it's a free service. Look, the thing is about free services is that like
You get what you paid for.
yeah, technically, like there's nothing free. If the service is free, the product is you, basically. Like, so what Webull does to make its money is it makes money off of transactions, which is okay. But then it makes money off of selling like investment like information to hedge funds, basically. So like they sell that to hedge funds. Hedge funds know how the market's moving, and then they can profit off that. So that's how a lot of the free, like Robinhood does the same thing. The thing about Robinhood is, one, I didn't like Robinhood because I don't know if you can trade crypto on Robinhood, right? You can do,
Yeah, some of them.
yeah. So, but you can do some of them, but you don't own the crypto. It goes to whatever brokerage that Erica, that I saw Erica in the bottom. It goes to whatever brokerage that Robinhood has. So you don't even own it, and then you have to wait like a crazy amount of time. Webull kind of does the same thing, so that's why I moved all my crypto off of Webull, and into I did to Coinbase. And so Coinbase just does a fee every time you move, and then my wallet is, I have a blockchain wallet. So I do not have, excuse me, I do not have my crypto on the Coinbase. I don't leave it there, and well, I leave some of it there just so like I can make a move real quick if something's happening. But like the main, I don't leave it there because people are always trying to hack and stuff. Coinbase has never been hacked. I don't want to knock on wood. I don't want to like, oh shit. I don't want to jinx them at all. But I do put it in a different thing. I keep it locked tight, password locked tight. And then yeah, like I mean, cause they got stories out where, what was it, that guy in Germany, they arrested him because he was using other people's power to like mine Bitcoin, because apparently it takes a lot of power to mine Bitcoin.
It definitely does.
Yeah, so he was like stealing other people's power to like mine Bitcoin, and he made like 20 something million in Bitcoin or something like that. And then he they arrested him. He did his time, but I think they have his like account and everything or whatever, but they can't get into it because they don't have his password. See, that's how it is. Like if it was money in the bank, if the government was trying to schmoove on it, they gonna schmoove on it because the bank will be like, here, take it, here's the information. They'll sell you out in a second. But because like all that's so independent from them, they really have no say, and it really is your password is the thing. So if you make a good password, it'd be like the way. So I try to like I try to make some money independent of the mainstream. I guess I have most of the money. I take some money out of my paycheck every if I could, every just so you know, yeah. Like take some money out of my paycheck every time I get one. I guess I should say, and I just put it into stocks or to some stock, or I put it into crypto. Because crypto's not going nowhere. Uh, it's just it might not pop off like it would have. Not saying, our new Secretary of Treasury. I'm not gonna say anything about the new administration, but they may be doing a little stoppage of the. They're gonna try to slow down crypto gains, but Bitcoin's gonna hit 100K in the next few years, and I believe Ethereum, because Ethereum popped off from 600 to it's 800, 1800K now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it in 2 months, or yeah, 2 months, because it was like 600, 700 in late December, and then it hit 1,000 like right after the new year, and then now it's at 1,800. So hey, you got to have the strong passwords. You got to. Now the key is you got to remember them. You got to remember the passwords, which is why for most like trivial things I use the same password. If someone were to figure out my password, or the variant of the same password, if someone were to figure out my password, they figure out my whole life, like my email account, my YouTube account, sometimes my school account, like all that, like is the same password. My password at my job, like to clock in, it's the same thing. Like it's a variant of it. It has like some extra numbers and some symbols on it, but it's the variant of the same thing. So I mean that's not good, but it's also not bad because it's easy. But all the important stuff, I got some passwords locking that down. But yeah, that's the financial gain. I mean, so I already passed my goal for the month, like the first 2 days. Like I have five air passwords. I have like 13 versions. It's too much. See, it's like you see that's even 13 is diversified. Me, I got like uh 4.
Yeah, that's
it'll
about
be
right.
like it'll be like some 8. Like then some 8. Like that'll be like that's my password game. That's my password. Like that's my everyday password game. But no, yeah, I already hit my goal for like the month already. I'm well over the goal for the month because I lost some last month being part of the revolution, the GameStop revolution. Well, really more than that. I was in GameStop. I already had AMC. I bought AMC like a year ago almost because I just thought that I thought
Movies will
that
come back.
yeah,
They
movies
gotta
were
come
gonna
back.
come back. I didn't think it was gonna hop off like $2, $3. I mean, as much as it did, I just thought like maybe $2, $3, and then I'll just take the profit and dip on out of there. But when they started to try to squeeze the short sellers, bro, I was in it. I should have sold off more, but I held on to a good piece of it because I thought like it was gonna go. I got burned again, burned on that one, and I got burned on GameStop a little bit. But I was happy to get burned on GameStop because I just felt like that movement was it's so key. That movement is so key because right now like people don't think that people it's very like hopeless. I should say like people don't think that they can make a lot of change, and a lot of and to that to a large part of that kind of agree because we're not what we used to be. America's not what we used to be. America's not a country of fighters like it used to be. People just being like let me stand up, like let me stand up for they're not we're not like the independent. The independence days are over. Like back then, they was fighting over taxation and soldiers being inside their home without their not being represented. They was fighting over. They was ready to fight for the death over there. They got boys over in Africa. Like if you don't represent them right, they gonna be at your house with machetes. Like they be like, yo, and they willing to die. That's the other thing. They willing to die right now. In America, we ain't finna die for nothing. Like it'll take a lot for you learn that from Milton. It'll take a lot for people to be like I'm ready to die for this. Like even people like gun nuts, like they're like, oh, you gonna have to come and take my all the people that be like, you gonna have to take my guns. They gonna be the first ones in line if the government come knocking and being like, yo, we gonna need these guns. They gonna be like, you know what, I don't want no problem, sir. They ain't nobody ready to die. Ain't nobody ready to die. Not in America. We're done with so a lot of I do believe that like it has to get really bad. And a lot of people right now they don't feel like they can do anything because again the institutions have been in place for decades. They've been working for decades, and while we out here like dipping on like little things, like we still stuck on race. By the way, like we're stuck on race still. Race.
It's just so easy.
It's so easy to get people distracted. Race, gender. We're stuck on class. Class is to me. Class is the biggest issue. It is humanity's struggle. Class is the forget about race. Um, forget about gender issues. Forget about differences in religion. Class is hands down is the biggest struggle in human. It's history. It's humans history. It's human story, I should say. Like if you look back over history, like class has always been the tip top. It has been the things that moved. It is the bottom trying to make its way up because the upper class has always oppressed the lower class. It just is what it is. They have done it over the centuries, like and nothing else moves anything. Like the Magna Carta isn't over like, hey, let me get my rights for the fellow common man. No, it's the middle class basically, like the lordships being like, yo, King, you wilding out here, King. Like we don't need you to be doing like this. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It has always been class issue, and this is why I feel like, in my opinion, personally, in my opinion, I feel like the conflict is not top down, it's side to side. And what I mean by that is people of the same ilk stay together, and cross links stay more strongly together than up and down. But up and down, what I mean is like so you have white, black, Asian, whatever demographic you want. I feel like poor black people, well, maybe not. I'll say rich black people have more in common with rich white people than they do with poor black people, and then all the way through, like Asians, whatever, like all the way through, and they will stick together more than they will stick with the bottom tier, the middle class and the lower tiers, and that's true for every race, every demographic or whatever. I like it, and I say I believe that just because like whatever, but you see that when somebody gets money, it's always, and I'm not talking about like a few, some thousands of dollars here and there. I'm talking like some real actual legit money. Like when you see like people get money, they I won't say they change, because I don't believe money changes you. I think it just shows who you really are. Like if I got money, like I was thinking the other day, like because the lotto was 600 and something $1 million, and I was just thinking like if I like got that amount of money, the first thing I would do, one, is buy a diamond hat. That's number one. Number two, what I would do is like, yo, so that's about a good 20 million, something like that. Two, what I would do is like, bro, million to my mom and my dad, pay off their house, pay off their bills. Million to my brother, pay off his house, pay off his bills. Million to get million to pay. This I'm gonna throw you a million because we just got it. We got it. We just gonna throw millions around.
It's like Oprah.
Erica, Destiny, Jessica, y'all gonna get a million, easy. And that's what 10 million out the gate. That y'all just gonna get a piece. You know what I'm saying? Take some people out of poverty. Like, bro, I donate listen what I do. I put like a list of charities on the wall, and I just and then whoever hits it, I'm gonna donate first, and then the rest of them
That would be a good live stream.
I'm gonna keep donating. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what I would do with my money, and then the rest of it, I put a lot of it away. Probably buy like a house, not a big house. I probably buy like a good $300,000-$400,000 house, which is down here is amazing. And then I just put some money into the house, put some more money in investments, and then just chill for the rest of my life. Just chill, like do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'm a millionaire. I like do whatever I want. But that's what I would do. Other people, when they get money, they try their best to certify their way of life, and they try their best to make sure they keep their money, even if that means keeping you down. So like you see it like all the time in politics, in the sports world. Like you see it all the time. People, when they get money and they become part of that elite status, and I say elite with quotation marks because they're technically the elites of the world, but they're not better than us. Like the elite class, the politicians, the big tech giants, like they're not better than us. Like they're smarter, obviously, in some cases. Like tech giants, I'm not. I can't write code. I can't do that. But they're not better. They just grew up and they just like people who are in that class. A lot of them, especially now, they're just the daughters and the sons of some rich person. They're not really any good. Like one of the guys I work with, he's from DC, and so he knows like a lot of that stuff. And his brother's a chef, and like he works for George Soros. And yeah, I know, right? It's crazy, and that's nasty. But like they see a lot of people that are lawyers and they all they're just there. Like they don't do anything. Like they're not better. They just have name recognition. They were born in a good place, and they just reap the benefit. And ain't no power, all power to it. Do what you got to do, but don't screw me over on your way to maintain, your status. Like, but that's what it is. Like, rich black people don't care about poor black people. They don't. They don't. They really don't care. They just care about they have their own circles, and they'll enrich themselves before they'll help enrich the community. It really does take a someone making their way up to like retrospectively come down and be like, all right, let me help my community. That's why you see a lot of athletes be like, let me. I grew up in this neighborhood. Let me help this community out, because they're poor, and then they became rich, and they say, let me help my boys out. Let me help the people in my neighborhood. People that was born into money, like, they're not. And this, obviously, I'm speaking generally. I'm not speaking like I'm making heavy generalizations, but I conservatively say about 98.9%. Conservatively say about 98.9% of all of that. This is the facts. Like, and a lot of them is they're just ignorance. They just don't know any better, and some of it is just straight out evil. They just don't care. So I said all that to go back to the point of I like to make my money independent of the mainstream because because again, if they didn't make you, they can't break you. And crypto is it ain't part of the mainstream. Stocks, obviously, there's stuff that gets suspended, delisted. What they did to GameStop, going back to you, Jessica, with the Robinhood, what Robinhood and Rebel for a second, and who else did it? Ameritrade. Like, what they did during that GameStop rally is that should let you know. That should just let you know. If y'all don't know, basically when GameStop popped off a month ago, when GameStop popped off, no, it was 2 weeks ago, when GameStop was like 300, and then it dipped down to like 189, something like that. And I thought about hopping in then, but I was like, 189, that's high, and I should have, because it popped up before. But
yeah,
no, they like Robinhood was the biggie. Robinhood, because most like low level people, I say most, a lot of low level people use Robinhood because it's free, and like it's got the recognition. It lets you trade. It doesn't let you day trade. That's another thing I don't like Robinhood for. It doesn't let you day trade. Diz will tell you about that. But yeah, once they suspended you from buying GameStop when it was the most affordable it could have been during the run, because people didn't know when it was like 60. Back when in April when it was like $2, people didn't know about it, and people didn't care about GameStop back then, and nor should they have. But when it became like a good, decent, affordable price, like 180 something, I think it was at that low peak during the run, they stopped you from being able to buy it, citing the volatility of it. And if that's some high level shenanigans, I'm gonna keep this PG. Y'all know I don't curse, but I just like BS. Basically, it was high level BS, like citing volatility, and we're trying to make you safe. The whole stock market is unsafe. Like, you could lose the money I have in it right now, could be lost tomorrow. Like today I lost. I won't say I lost because it went up to 4. Sundial went up to like 4. So I that's an extra $400 that I could have made. But I held on to it and it dropped back down to 2, so I lost that $400. I didn't technically lose it because it's all part of my capital gains, but that, like, I lost that, like, but it could easily dip behind or dip below what I got in at. Like, that could happen any day. Like, whatever news could come out, and whatever. And so like so for them to talk about the dangers of it and it's volatile, like that, it was high grade poo poo. You know what I'm saying? It was high grade boo boo, and they did that to protect the hedge funds that pay them for the information that they send to them. You see how that works? That's the world we're living in, and that all that type of chicanery, those backroom deals that happens throughout the entire. Like, And again, I'm gonna I try to stay away from it. Like our president. Uh, one of the first things he did was take us off of the Keystone Pipeline, and a lot of people were like, "Yeah, environment, you know, let's do it for the environment." No, what he did was when you take us off the Keystone Pipeline, we have to get our oil from somewhere. We're not off of oil. We railroad our oil in from like Canada, from other places like that, Venezuela, stuff like that. You know who owns the trains uh that railroad or that railroad that bring in a lot of those natural gases, the coal, the oil. You know who owns the trains? Warren Buffett. You know who made a nice 100, 200, $300 million donation to something like that. I can't remember. Just some crazy donation to Joe Biden's campaign. Warren Buffett. You see how that works? You see how that works?
It's interesting.
You see how that works? Like that. That's what it does. So you're welcome, Erica and or Kirk. I don't know. All right, man. Be easy. But yeah, that's how that works. That's how that works. So we're bringing all that stuff back. Uh, but yeah. Let me get back on topic. Oh, they lost. Good. Anyways, but yeah. So this year I was just trying to get a lot of stuff done. Uh, I got a lot of goals. That was the financial aspect. I'm trying to graduate by the end of the year. I got 2 classes left. They're in the same thing though, the Spanish. So I'm trying to get my Spanish on. Um, so I've been watching El Cuerpo de Deseo. First of all, Heat. Just trying to get my listening skills up because that's what killed me when I took the clap test last time. I'm not gonna talk about that one. That one's personal.
What's that?
Nothing. I'll tell you about that one later. And then by the end of the year, I think I'm gonna try to go to. I think I'm gonna try to go to. I think I'm gonna try to go for the summer, maybe the end of the summer. I'm gonna try to go to Colombia or Peru. I don't know which one I want to do. I haven't been doing like some research. I think I'm just gonna go. If y'all trying to go too, let me know. I'm down for some. Excuse me. I'm down for some party members. But let me know. But I'm definitely trying to go. I'm trying to learn. But I'm there to like immerse myself in a world speaking Spanish. Plus, I've always wanted to go to Latin America, see the sights, immerse yourself in the thing, and then might not come back. Might find me. There
Oh
you
yeah.
go. Get my baila. I might baila. Get my dance on. So, might find me a Latin American Amazonian beauty down there. May never come back. That might be the last time y'all see me. Honestly, might never might never come back. You know, but I'm just trying to like learn Spanish. Uh, Continue it. I need somebody to help practice. That's one thing. If I can have somebody, get somebody to help practice. I was like on Hello Talk for a second, but I don't like talking to random people like that. That have like, cause here's the thing. I feel like I'm too much of a pushover a little bit sometimes. Uh, and that's another my goal. Just be more mean. Cause there was a time where I was just dogging it. I was just like, shut up. Like, and I just felt like I took that back a little bit. Because like and when I was on Hello Talk, a lot of time we were just talking in English because I was like, well, let me help them out. But then sometimes like, because I feel like them learning English is way more important than me learning Spanish. Cause especially if they're trying to move here or something like that, and it's just English is a world language. So, but I just didn't. But yeah, I did that a little bit because you could do a Zoom call with a native. Here's what I don't want to do: a Zoom call with a native speaker. Now that would be cool, but I don't know. I just feel like I would psych myself out of that. And again, that's something that I work on this year. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like I just like I don't know if I get too nervous. I guess. but whatever. I don't know if that's the word, but it probably be too nervous, something like that. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta throw yourself in. You just gotta throw yourself into it. I just wanna. I might do that. I don't know where you would do that, but I might do that. But the other alternative, go to Colombia, never come back. You know, just immerse yourself in a Spanish speaking country. I would go to Argentina, but one, it's expensive, and two, they don't like black people. So, yeah, I'd probably go somewhere, and then just for a couple, maybe like a week. Maybe not even a week, maybe like a couple days. You know, and then just do my thing, there. But that's one of the big goals. Because I'm trying to graduate. That's basically. There is no use for the degree at all. I just want to graduate because I put so much time and energy into it. And I don't even know if I want to use the degree for anything. I don't think I can because first of all, the liberal arts degree. They tricked us. They got me. They tricked the whole generation into getting useless liberal arts degrees. So, you know, I would go into conspiracy mode, but we're not gonna go there. But they tricked the whole generation into
Should have got an art degree instead.
I no. See, I wasn't that dumb and got it. Oh, I don't want to say use it liberally. I don't even know what that means. Use it liberally? Oh, I see what you did. I see what you did.
Joking.
I see what you did. I'm slow. No, I see what you did. But college is a scam, Destiny. It is a scam, and I fell for it. Well, I didn't fall for it. I was pressured into it by your Aunt Charlene. That's what I was pressured into, and your Uncle Angus. I was pressured into college by those two because I always felt they always told me like, hey, after you graduate, go to college, get your degree, get you a nice job, you know, blah blah blah. Like everything when you're growing up, this is like if I ever have kids, which is not looking good, but if I ever have kids, I would like. There's so many things that we tell our kids now that
Sweet
like
little eyes.
you were groomed by the Texas education system. I was groomed by the education system per it. Like this was like it like, but it's not even just the education system. It's like a societal, like it's a societal grooming. It's a way of like we tell our kids like you got to go to college, you got to do this, you got to do that. That's why people feel like so pressured into doing things by a certain time. Like I'm 25 years old. Like I feel like I should be in a certain place right now, but I'm not. And part of that is my fault. Yeah. And again, it is a cash cow. And I don't want to dive into conspiracy land. You know, but the thing, it's not even really a conspiracy. What they did was, and they're almost basically admitting it now. What they did was they got a whole generation to go to college enslave themselves basically. That's because that's what a loan is. Enslave themselves. You know why? Because and the job market, they never helped the job market. I don't think they did that on purpose. It's not that deep. But what they wanted you to do is take advantage of the GI Bill, which the GI Bill is from the military. You go to the military pays off all or the large portion of your college. They wanted people to be stuck and to go into the military as their way out because they needed bodies. Conscription is over. We don't have a draft anymore. That is not how they get bodies. They have to recruit, and recruitment numbers were low. The way you get it up is you give people no other recourse other than to go into the military. And in the military, they were telling me how much money Molly take to enrollment mission. And I was talking to a professor about it one time, and he was like, most of your tuition goes to administration costs. It doesn't go to the actual class or like libraries, and it goes to like high administration costs, like paying for president stuff, and it doesn't go to like a lot of the school. That's why like when you see schools, especially like state schools, they don't really upgrade over time because that money's not going there. That money's going to some place that don't really need to go. And so I got a lot of debt, college debt, and no degree to show for it. That's why when they was like when I'm a little glad about the pandemic because they froze the payments. And so when they were like, hey yo, Chris, it's time to get this money. Like it's time to give me this money. I was like, I ain't got a degree. Like, why am I paying you? Can I wait? Can you wait till I get a degree before you pay me back? You know what I'm saying? Before I gotta start paying. But they didn't even wait. They was just like, nah, we need that money, cuz. And I was like, all right, here you go. Here you go. Because they're going to start taking it, you know. I don't want them to take it. That's one of my big issues. Like, when the bank tells me, hey, you want to make automatic payments? I'm like, no, I'll send you the check. I'm not having you take money out of my account. I'm sending you the check. Even if it's late. Me and the bank, we got an understanding. It's sometimes they're going to get it when they get it. That's basically the understanding me and the bank have. I pay a lot of my bills on time. Most of the time I pay it on time. We have no problems. But sometimes it'd be like 2-3 weeks late. And they be calling me and I'd be like, look, you gonna get it. You gonna get it. I'm gonna pay my dues. You ain't gonna get it today, but you gonna get it, you know? So that's the understanding me and the bank have. And all that. Thank you. Look, I think my debts, I don't care. Like I tell you, I don't have nothing to hide. I will, I do. I don't got nothing to hide. Like, I'll talk about my life, like, whatever. I'll give you information. The only thing I won't give up information that's, like, pertaining to other people. I think about, like, 50 something, a little over 50K, something like that.
That's it.
Is that it?
Although
Well, that's not my fault. Well, did you pay out of pocket at all? Like, during your,
I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Maybe I think a little bit. I think a little bit. Initially.
I did community college out of pocket, which probably helped me. But a lot of people, they go like straight university.
That's what I should have did. Is started at their
Community college. Yeah, I did community college out of pocket. Yeah, out of pocket. And then I went to UTSA, and then I had like a little midlife crisis. And then my mom, excuse me, I got gas. I had indigestion. That's why I was a little late today. I had indigestion. I laid down a little bit. I wasn't feeling good, but we're good though. But no, yeah, I had like a little midlife crisis. And then before y'all say quarter life crisis, no, I mean midlife crisis. I'm a black man. We don't live that long. Nick, I'm sorry. But yeah, so no, yeah, I had like this little midlife crisis, and my mom, again, don't listen. Listen. Don't tell her I said this. Do not listen to Charlene about anything. Nothing. Don't let. She tells you something, you just be like, Don't listen. Do not get life advice from my mom. She will lead you in the wrong direction. No. What she said what she had to say. Like, she was trying to get me to go like to school. She's trying to get me to go back to school. And make, so she had the right mind. It just didn't work for me. That's what it was. It didn't work for me. I am not like, she was trying to have me go back to like go to the medical field, which is like it's a cool thing, but like that's just not me. Like I did switch over when I went to Texas State. I did switch over and like I did like I want to say the nursing program or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I did that. But I was like, the first semester, I was like, this ain't me, because like chemistry and biology and I'm like, look, I like learning about that, but I don't like having a test about that, like, because that means you really gotta learn like what the molecules and the molecules are. I'm like, I'm not trying to do all that. I like learning about it, but I ain't trying to be into it like that. I went back to what I do best, politics. That's my government, administration. That's what I do best. So I went back to that. The only problem is those degrees ain't gonna do you nothing unless you know somebody. That's a lot of things though, but unless you know somebody, or you just really are into it and you're really and you're really trying to like start ground up and go up like that, like it is, you might as well just try to teach. And the last thing I'm gonna try to do is get up in front of some kids and try. I had dreams to be a teacher, like, because I wanted to make that subject fun for kids, because I feel it is the most important subject, because as who was it, was it Socrates or Plato or who, I forget. They said as political science is the master science. It is the science that it controls all other things. You want to talk about space, you want to talk about chemistry, physics, you want to talk about health and science, all that stuff like that. That's all based off politics, because all that thank you, Jessica, all that, like, who gets NASA gets funding from the government. Teaching, education is part of the governmental system. All that, when you all aspects of our life, especially in part of that, it stems from basically your state, federal, and local government. Like all that, what regulations they have, what laws they have as far as like what they're paid, like what teachers get paid. That would be a law that people are trying to fight over. Like what teachers, that would be a law, like because they're paid from out of the local administration. Like your property taxes go straight to the school system. That's actually, like, I want to say like 80-90% of where the schools make their money is from property taxes. Your sales tax, I want to say, oh yeah, see here's the thing. This goes back to the rap thing. So I had this fire bar in the rap. I let it off. It was for the Thanksgiving one. And I was just like, what I say? I was like, let me get it, because I totally forgot it. Let me see. Your sales tax goes to an awful place, by the way. Yeah, it says, I said, for every dollar that I earn, 30% of it goes to bombing Yemeni children and lining the pockets of criminals and affiliates. Oh! Got me slaving away, sort of like I'm in Libya. Oh! Bars. But, yeah, like, your sales tax goes to, like, the way it's supposed to be is the state's supposed to take care of itself. Like, it gets the sales tax, it gets the property tax, it gets whatever income tax. Texas doesn't have income tax, thank God. But it gets whatever it's going to tax, capital gains tax. It takes care of itself, and then the extra it's supposed to kick up to the federal government. And then the federal government's supposed to take what it's got. It does their federal income. Well, this is before the federal income tax. And then work with that. Problem is, the federal government just takes it from you. They skip the line. They just say, we're going to take this. This is mine now. This is mine now. The federal government just takes it from you. They use the 16th Amendment. They snuck it in. History lesson for you guys. They snuck it in during World War II. They used World War II as a reasoning to get more money from the individual, because they needed it to support the war effort. And they even made, if you go back and like look at the documents when they made their argument, they were like, this is only going to last until the war is over. We need this money right now, blah, blah, blah. And people signed up for it. Like the states were like, cool, all right, we trying to get this work. Then after the war ended and we smirked daddy Germany and Japan, like they was like, all right, we're going to keep this. Like they just like, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. Oh, maybe get away with it. I'm kind of like for the large part, yeah. If you launder money, just in case the FBI is listening, if you launder money, I frown upon laundering money. But if you launder money, it depends though, Destiny. Because I was reading, they got banks like Bank of America is a big one. But a lot of these banks, HBS, yeah, something like that. They launder money for like terrorist organizations and cartels and the likes. and they got away with it, you know, because Eric Holder, our attorney general under Obama, was like, huh, what, huh, what, what happened, huh, what? uh, but no, yeah, that stuff up is fun. But yeah, when people get money and they don't report or whatever, you know, they don't do the thing or whatever. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Because it is a scam. Because again, it's written by people who are trying to cheat the system. It's written by people who aren't hurt by the tax code that they write. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not written by because look, I'll pay income tax. I have no problem paying income tax. I just want to know that my taxes is going to what they supposed to be going to. That's I'd pay the income tax. I don't care. Just put the money where it's supposed to be going. You know? And so yeah, so that's why like I don't know. I just feel like it's a waste. There's a lot of because people trying to like move on to like socialism and stuff. I don't mess with that, man. Like because big reason is like when you put your whole life, and you see it now. I'm gonna go on a rant in a second. I'm gonna try to stop myself before. When you put your whole life, your way of life in the hands of the government, it's not good because the needs of the state, and I don't mean state as in Texas, Arkansas, the state as in the country. That is the true definition of state. The needs of the state change. It'll change from one day to the next. And they need 10 cents today, they'll need 20 cents tomorrow. And who's on their good side today is not on their good side tomorrow. That's why when people talk about Medicare for all, look, I want more than anything for people to have affordable healthcare insurance. I don't want people to have to pay a goober amount of money just because they had a cough or because they broke something or because they have a illness that they had no. Because people get cancer all the time for whatever reasons, that stuff that they have no control over, you know. And so, like, I don't want people to pay billions of dollars and co-payments and deductibles for that. But if you put in for a Medicare, a single payer healthcare tax plan, people talk about Denmark and talk about Sweden and talk about Canada. First of all, that ain't us. We don't run like they do. If you put your hands and your money into the state will have complete control over who can get health care and under what. Thank you. Black Man Explains. You can when they have complete control over it, they are they control over who can have health care and under what conditions people can have the health care. So think about it now. And I'm gonna go on a small teensy bitty rant. And when people are talking about conservatives now, and they're talking about locking them off, kicking them off, censoring off of big tech, censoring them out of the off of like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, kicking them out of jobs, searching them from Bank of America just gave up private information to the FBI without a warrant, number one, and willingly. They didn't go like, oh no, you need to. No, they said, oh, here, FBI, take this private information, and they're hunting down people that was at the Capitol. If you don't think for a second, under the guidelines that they're trying to like, oh, we're trying to help get the people that was in the Capitol wilding out, you know, look, you gotta base the consequences, but there was people out there that was chilling, and they got pulled into the whole thing because the lot of them went in there. So now they're getting everybody. And here's the thing, and I don't mind them going after people, but if you're gonna go after them in a way that sets a precedent for them to use something later, then if you don't think for a second that they're not going to use these same tactics to find black people and to find people on the left when the left ain't no more in the favor, because when we do protesting like Black Lives Matter protesting or something like that, and you know, because those get a little rowdy too. I don't know if y'all know, those get a little rowdy too, you know. Buildings be burning.
Perfectly.
So
No,
if
come on.
you don't think they will use those same measures to find people in or around those protests, you're speaking crazy talk. You are naive. So this whole thing, like, oh yeah, get them, because like, no, they will use the same exact thing later. They already do that stuff now. They set precedents back in the Obama administration that I'm scared for now. Google Anwar Awlaki. It's Anwar. Google will take care of the rest. They murked that man. He was a U.S. citizen. He was a darling of the Bush administration. They murked that man and his 14-year-old son. I think it was his son, but it was a 14-year-old boy. Obama was like, him and John Brennan was like, they vaporized that man because he was like the leading, supposedly, we don't even know, the leading terrorist like organizer for Al Qaeda or something like that. No trial. They just said they clicked the button, vaporized the whole town. They did that, by the way. For people who that don't understand why I do not like Obama, that is one of the main reasons why. This man is responsible for more deaths in the Middle East than Bush could have ever dreamed of. More innocent deaths than Bush could have ever dreamed of. This man, Obama and John Brennan, were murking people in Syria and Afghanistan and Iraq and Yemen. They were absolutely bodying people over there, innocent people. Some of them terrorizers. You got to get them. I ain't mad at that. If you murking, if you killing, you killing the villagers over there, hey, you know, do what you got to do. A lot of them innocent people. You were just in the area of the terrorists and they killed them. And what they do is they call it a double tap, which is they'll kill you. They'll kill the terrorists and whatever event. They'll bomb weddings. Easy. They'll bomb weddings. They don't even care. They'll just bomb weddings. They'll kill you. Then first responders come in because obviously explosion happened. They'll bomb the first responders. That's what they did.
Jesus.
They don't care. They was like, hey, look, Obama was wild. Y'all cause like, oh well, he was well established. Like he was a great talker. He had charm out the gate. But that's a terrible man. That's a terrible man. The cages at the border, he built them. Obama deported more people than any president, I think combined, I want to say, but more than any other president at least. He didn't care. That man did not care. He chose Joe, and first of all, the great part of Joe Biden being president, other than the hilarity of watching a senile old man try to run a country, actually not even try to run a country, just trying to make it through the presser, is the fact that, because I don't know if y'all know, but Obama hates Joe Biden because he thinks he's an idiot. And, you know, newsflash, he is. And for Joe, a piece of me enjoys Obama having to go to sleep every night knowing that his legacy is in the hands of a senile old dumb man. No, yeah, he's senile, Destiny. I'm not even saying that just to say that he's senile. I like to for him to go to bed sleeping at night knowing that his legacy is in the hands of a senile old man who doesn't know where he is half the time. I enjoy that. I enjoy that.
All the clips of that.
You have to watch the craziness that was Joe Biden during the campaign. Even now, he doesn't even know what he's signing. He's just signing stuff. Like they're like, he literally was like, I don't know what I'm signing. Like you could hear him in the mic, and the lady was just like, just sign it. they're just throwing stuff. He's like, oh whatever, I'll sign it. Like they don't care. They don't care. But yeah, no, Obama was trash. Obama was big trash. If I would have voted for him in 2008 if I was old enough, and I would have voted for him in 2012, but I was dumb. I didn't know what I knew now. But yeah, that Obama was big trash. But yeah, but Biden is hilarious. I find him very amusing. I just don't like the stuff that comes with him. You know, the old ways. We go back to the old ways of pay for play, lobbyists coming in. We're going back to Syria. It wasn't even 2 days we went back to Syria. He said, let's go back. Let's go
They
back.
were on the call just waiting.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to Syria. Biden? Biden? Let's go back to Syria. That's what they said. They trying to put stuff back in. Trump was trying to get us out of Iraq. I think he did get, for a large part, get us out of Iraq. He's trying to get us out of Afghanistan. Biden was like, no, we going back there. We going back there because we got money to be made. We got money to make. But yeah, man. So, but I do enjoy the hilarity that is Joe Biden. He is the president we deserve because a senile old man should run this thing.
Yeah.
He should be the most powerful man in the world. That's what we deserve because we're awful. We're awful. But yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I feel like I got a lot of that out. I don't know why he keeps texting me. Tomorrow, he even put dots in there, like I ain't doing nothing. But yeah, yeah, just trying to get better. Overall. What you call it? Trying to get some skills for life, I guess. And then just get some improvement going on, you know. I did went to court, virtual court Tuesday for a speeding ticket. I had my papers ready and everything. I was ready to do battle in the courtroom, in the virtual courtroom. But the prosecutor, he took me to a breakout room. He was just like, look, listen, I know what defense you think you got. It ain't gonna work here, homeboy. And I was just like, for real? He's like, hey, for real. And I was like, all right, man, well, show me the options. No, he didn't say that exactly. He basically was saying, like, in his speech before, he basically shut down my whole defense. Like, and I was just like, man. But I was like, I have it recorded too. If y'all want to, I'll splice that together, release the tapes. I don't know if I can. It's on YouTube though, I think. But yeah, I think it's I tried my hardest, but they got me though. I don't have to pay the whole fine, and I don't have any points on my record, so that's good. I would say if you get a ticket for anything, car wise, I should say, always contest it. Always contest it. And then, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna send you to a pre-trial conference, which happens like before every case. Usually it happens in person because of COVID, they do it over Zoom. And they're basically going to try to make a deal with you because they just want the conviction. But if you feel like you haven't really speed, then obviously contest it. But they're trying to make a deal with you. They're going to be like, hey, because if you go up to the court and they say, what do you plead, not guilty or whatever, if you do the deferred there, you'll have to do, more than likely, you'll still have to do defensive driving and all that stuff. And you'll pay the fine, whatever the ticket was, plus like court fees too. So if the fine was like $200, you're gonna be paying like $300 some, plus what you got to pay for, defensive driving. But if you contest it, that means that's showing them like that's more work they have to do. Number one, and then what the thing is, so Texas law states that if you have to have a lawyer, I don't believe that, man. I took it in the moment. Court is technically a scam. Well, the ticket is the scam too. The ticket's part of the scam. They're trying to make some money. But no. Well, here's the thing. Court's not a scam. It can be because on the big cases, or like when lawyers, they say like get a lawyer even for traffic. What all the lawyer is going to do is get you. He's going to cut through the line for you, and he knows the people up at the courthouse. He knows the clerks. He knows some of the judges, and he's going to talk to them. Probably get you a deal. or whatever. That's all the lawyer's gonna do. Like that's part of the scam. I guess you could say it's a scam in that regards. That's all the lawyer's gonna do. That's what you pay for the lawyer because he deals with them every day. Like they take traffic tickets like almost every day, so they know all the clerks, they know all the county officials, the city attorney. They know they know those people, and if they don't know, they can get an ear really quickly. And then you're just a number to them, so they're just trying to get your money. They'll get you off the ticket. You pay them the money that you'll probably pay for the ticket anyways, and then you get it off your record. But if you take it yourself, represent yourself in any way you can. I say get a lawyer for something crazy, or something like higher level. But if it's something petty like a traffic ticket, you can just represent yourself. Just do your research. Bro, I was. Y'all want to see? Hang on, I'll share my screen. Y'all want to see what I typed the whole. I typed the whole thing.
This guy is saying to buy Nano, whatever that is.
Nano. All right, I'm gonna look into it.
He said it's popping off right now.
Oh, in the aftermarket.
All right, no, this is crypto.
Oh, okay. Yeah, who told me to buy Nano? Was that Kirk who told me to buy Nano? Somebody did. Anyways, all right. So let me.
Up 64%.
You just not gonna listen to me? There you go. Oh, I shrunk this screen. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if I can see that really good. I'm gonna try to zoom in. But yeah, bro. Look at this. I wrote the city's attorney's office. Okay, you gotta go to bed. I'm gonna get off in a second, anyways. I'm about to get off because it is going kind of long. But yeah, I wrote the city's attorney's office. I was like, bro, I put the whole thing on here. I was on his neck. I said, give me both sides of give me the radar gun, give me the log. Go to give me the copy of his citation, bro. Give me all that. I want all that. Give me all that. I wrote them. They didn't even message me back on that one. I had to keep hounding them. And then they were like, the guy was like, well, if you're not a lawyer, we're not allowed to. I had everything numbered. I had it all down. But yeah, they're like, he was like, if you're not a lawyer, you're technically not allowed to have a copy. I was like, first of all, that ain't true because you're allowed to have. I didn't want the video of me driving. I wanted the public information. And I didn't get all that back. I even emailed the police department. I mailed the police department. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mailed the police department, and I was like, yo, give me that. You can run a scam as a lawyer alone. I could do that, but I'd be hurt. I'd be too hurt to do that. I couldn't do that. Just having people trusting me like that, and I'm really scamming them. I don't want to do that. But that 17-year-old doctor, that joke was hilarious. I don't know who fell for that, because he didn't even look old. I'd be like, who are you? Maybe because they thought he was like Nigerian or something. They're like, oh, no, them Nigerians, they know what they're doing. But he didn't even look old. I don't even know how they fell for that.
He didn't look like he spent a day in med school.
And then because the thing, I would ask questions. I'd be like, hey, what do you think about this? And you could tell if someone knows something right off the bat. Like, I don't know what he said or what he had to. I don't know. Maybe they're just stupid. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and be like, no, they're not dumb. They know what they're doing. But I don't know. I think they're just dumb. I don't know. But yeah. So, he did surgeries and everything at a whole. He did surgeries? They let people go on. What? You lying? I didn't read that part. I just heard that he was talking to people as that's crazy. People let them do surgeries. See, that's stupidity. That's just stupidity. That's stupidity. I didn't even blame him. I blame the people that did it. Because you can't be that dumb. Because just looking at him, I'm like, He said someone. I'm not a gynecologist. That sounds like something I'd say. Hey, I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look. I'll take a look. You know, I'll see what's going on. He should be. He should be banned. That's funny though. Like, hey, look, I don't. That's like me going like. That's like me going to NASA and be like, hey, look, I ain't a physicist, but let me take a look. Let me take a look. I'm not a I'm not a doctor, but let me take a look. I listened to the whole podcast.
Have you
Yeah,
guys seen Gattaca?
What's up?
Have you seen Gattaca?
I have seen Gattaca. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Freaking guy that gets somebody else's DNA.
Yeah, he got his DNA and because was it Ethan Hawke who played that?
Yeah, it was Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, and he was that is similar. But that's crazy how he. I'd be like, hey, look, hey. That's like me going like, hey, mama, look, hey, I ain't a financial advisor, but hey, let me take a look at them bills. Let me take a look at your financials. They'd be like, what?
Is that the same thing?
They'd be like, what? That's like me. It's like me asking somebody, hey, look, hey, let me. I'm not a financial advisor, but let me take a look at your financial situation. Let me, you know. Oh yeah, by the way, before we get off here, I am not a licensed professional, at all. I am not a licensed professional. I am not a financial advisor.
You can get sued, actually.
I can be sued. So this is a this I know y'all family, but we don't know. We don't know. So I am not a financial advisor. Y'all can take my advice, even though this advice is 100% professional. I am not licensed, so I will not be liable for anything that you do off of my advice. That being said, dive into crypto. Dive into get your Bitcoin on. Do your research. And he had trash Yelp reviews too. Yelp, you Yelp doctors?
Yeah.
Who Yelp's doctors?
You could definitely do that.
That's crazy. But yeah, dive into crypto. Get the stop game going. Penny stocks is a good starting point because you get a lot of shares with not a lot of money. And they're volatile, which is not a good thing sometimes, but it's also a good thing because they move. When you want to invest in crypto over time, so like maybe 50 here, 100 here, 200 here, whatever you can over time, and then you want to do it on the dip. So when angry people all the time. Now, yeah, you want to do it on the dips because so like if Bitcoin, what's it at now? Bitcoin is at 47K. So
Jeez.
It was at 48K a little earlier today, but it's in the 47, 48, 46 range right now. So you can invest now. It's at a wall right now. So you can invest now. But when it breaks past 48, it's going to get it to like 50K, 51K, and then you want to wait until when it drops back down again to like 49, whatever, then invest there and then ride the wave back up. Because if you get it when it's popping off and then it drops down, you're gonna lose that money. Now, if it gets back up, you'll make it back again, but you're already losing money. So you want to get it when it's low and then ride the wave back up and then just invest over time. That's what I would do. If y'all want any help, let me know. Just text me or whatever. Again, I'm not heavy into it. I'm not like all knowledgeable, but there's one of my friends up at work. He's like heavy stock dude. Like he knows, like he be making his own charts and everything. He's on it. I got a lot of advice from him.
Oh, that's right. I have somebody in another Discord I'm in.
I don't know.
He's making a bot to tell you hot buys.
Oh, for
he
real?
understands the science. Yeah, and he's coding. a bot in Discord to tell you the tickers to buy.
Dang, that's crazy.
Jeez.
That's crazy. Yeah, yeah, it is. A lot of it is you can be do AI based. That's how like the stock exchange they do they do the thing. It's all AI. It's all a lot of it's AI driven because there's so many stocks, and that's how they be cheating the system because they'll trick the thing into thinking there's gonna be a run on the stock, and so they'll just start dropping, and then that's when they'll get in on it. But yeah, just invest your money. It ain't even gotta be stocks. Just invest your money into something. Destiny, I'm gonna tell you something. If I get your money, you gonna get your bakery. If I get some money, you gonna get your bakery. I'm gonna let you know that. Uh, but yeah, just get your money and get your money independent. Get your money up. We gonna do our thing. We gonna do our thing. But I ain't got nothing else. I can go all night. Be quite honest with you, but yeah, I got bedtimes.
You really can.
Shut up. I can go
Well,
all
it's
night,
usually to about to 1 a.m. and then you're done.
and then I'm done. That's what I'm tired. Because work just got me on the schedule. Uh, like, cause I'd be so tired after work. So like right now, I'm not running on fumes, but I'm using up the last bit of my
Yeah.
energy. So like about 1 o'clock, I'm like, no, no, that ain't no, it ain't. It is like, look, I'm telling you, if I get this money, you gonna get your bakery. That's what I'm saying. Uh, nah, but yeah, probably about 1 o'clock, I'd be like, look, my brain be telling me, like, look, you gonna have to lay down, and then I'll slowly pass out. But yeah, so again, I go all night. But so probably right now, I'm probably just going. Whoever's gotta go, y'all can go. What I might do is try to work on this song thing. I don't know, or watch some Jerry Springer. I gotta get my Jerry Springer in. It's just too entertaining. Just too entertaining. But yeah. So I'm working on my brain. Yeah, yeah. By like 10 or so, 11 o'clock, it starts getting there. But if I'm working on why don't you say something? You would say YWDYS, or why don't you say something? Whatever the however you say it. I'm working on that. I'll get. You know what I'm gonna do, Jessica? I'm gonna hit you with the last part, the chopped and screwed part. Show you where my mind was, and then just let you get that. And then I got another video idea coming. I'm putting that on. I'm gonna try to work on that. Not tonight, cause Jesus. Not tonight, cause I'm tired. But I'll probably do it like Friday night, Saturday night. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Good night. Good night. But yeah, so probably do that. I'm on there. I'm on there. I'm gonna try to do this. Thank you. I know, because that's just what I do. Nah. Not. I got something. I'll send it. I'll send that to you. I'll probably do it like this weekend, like Saturday. Uh, and I'll send you that last part, and then we'll do that. I'm gonna try to do this like once. I'm trying to get a good schedule. Like, let us know next. Yeah, the next slide. I was just about to say that. I'm thinking about like, what's today? Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do like Tuesday, Thursdays every week. Maybe yeah, Tuesdays, Thursday every week. Every week. I just do a Tuesday, Thursday. Monday, I ain't gonna be in the mood for a Monday. Actually, Monday might be a good day too. But definitely Tuesday, Thursdays. Definitely Tuesday, Thursdays. I'm gonna try to do this try to make a schedule out of this every week. Let y'all friends know, I'm gonna be doing everything. I ain't just gonna be talking. I'm gonna be working on stuff. I might play some games or whatever. Let the rest of the fam know. Let your friends know if y'all want to talk about whatever. Get in the chat. I'll talk about anything. Like I told you, my life is not off limits. I'll talk about anything. It does not matter. Paper knows this. We talk about everything under the sun.
Yeah.
And as long as it's not nobody else's business, I ain't got it. Ain't there's nothing I won't talk about. So again, thank y'all for coming out. All for you. But yeah, so next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. I'm gonna try to do that 8 o'clock. Next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Thank y'all.